Well, second video today. I'm being very productive. I can't fucking wait. This is where it kicks off, and this is where I will want to die even more. Magic napped. The dreaded chapter. Dear God, look at that paragraph. I don't want to know what is in here. Where is my mouse? I keep losing my Twilight walked through the front doors of the school. Everything looked normal inside, but she could not see no students, hear no students, speak no students. Suddenly the lights went out, and it is starting to get scaring for Twilight. Woo, scary. Jesus Christ, it's like a horror cliche in a nutshell. Then she could hear what sounds like jaws crunching coming down the hallway. What the fuck have you put in here? The sound of the crunching jaws start to get louder as Twilight was walking down the hallway. She turned her head around the corner, and what she saw made her eyes go wide. It was a creature with long claws, a bone-like lizard tail, and it stood up like a man, but talking like it was about I am talking like I am 6'11". This is probably just a really tall version of Obama. Maybe? That's my theory. This is my theory. Obama has teamed up with Turek to take down Trump by kidnapping small children. Small pony children in long skirts and sticking them in sacks. Because that really turns Trump on. Except it's not his daughter. Damn. Twilight could not see its face because of the lights being out. What? Never mind. Okay, he didn't describe its face. That's my bad. Twilight put her hands over her mouth and started to walk backward, but she did not bucket on the floor because of it being black. Is that racist? Twilight Sparkle, you a bucket racist? You fucking cunt. Anyway. Yes, I can't wait. I'm going to destroy my desk by slamming my hand on it repeatedly, but... Is this just going to be a bunch of cliches again? Because if so, I'm going to predict everything that's going to happen. So she just tripped over the bucket, the monster's going to find her and capture her, and she's going to end up somehow gagged in a sack. Oh yes, just spoil how it's going to go. Oh well, it's just a terrible story. She hit the bucket with the back of her heel on her shoe, knocking it. It doesn't matter how you hit the bucket, you hit the bucket. That's the point. You're going to fall over now and not be able to... You're going to scramble on your knees and hands and runs away, and this is what's going to happen. The creature turned its head, and now it was looking right at her. This shocked Twilight so much that she fell right on her floor. Oh my god. She turned her head to the right only for a sec because she thought she heard a voice. But when she turned her head back, her eyes went even wider. The creature was right up to her face, but this monster had no face. Dun dun dun. Then it started to speak, and it's a voice that was not... Wait, if it doesn't have a face though, does it not have a mouth? How does it speak? These are questions I want answered. It's skeletal as well. So, like, I'm assuming it's got no organs. How the fuck? Okay, I can accept that it's alive through, like, necromancy. But if it doesn't have a face, how does it talk? Does it, like... I don't understand, honestly. No. It's your fault that I look like this! It went in rage. Then it started to grow spike-like teeth, and it jumped right at her. Do you know what I'm imagining right now? Look, you know, Gru's pet. I don't know what it's called. I'm imagining this. This is what I'm imagining right now, and it's like the funniest thing. It's not even like skeletal. It's just funny. This is exactly what I'm imagining, and it's just cracking me up. Inside, obviously, because I can't laugh. I'm dead on the outside. But this is exactly what I'm imagining, and it's just making me laugh. I can't do it. Well, it would be making me laugh if I had the ability to laugh right now. Oh yes, and I'm also uploading at the same time, because, very good. Then it started to grow, Spike left, bleh, bleh. I got a bit distracted. There was a white van outside, probably with a bunch of kids in it. Joking. Nothing ever happens here, so. Then it started to grow, Spike like, oh right, I've just done Why do I do screams like that? Twilight screamed and sat up on her bed. Oh, it was a dream. Makes a little bit more sense, but I still can't get over the whole Gru's pet thing. Except without a face. Wait, if it doesn't have a face, therefore it doesn't have a mouth, how did it grow teeth? Where did the teeth come? Did the teeth just like just come out of its face? It's just got a spiky face. That would be pretty goddamn horrifying. So props to you, Starman, for giving me really horrifying but funny at the same time imagery. Twilight screamed and sat up on her bed. Spike was sleeping right next. It was Spike. It was Spike. I think it was Spike. Spike, you asshole. Why would you do that? But when she jumped up, he went falling off her bed and right into a wall. Smash. This is a story about dog abuse. This is the whole meaning. It's a story about dog abuse. Twilight had sweat going down her face. Spike jumped up on her bed, hoped to see if she was okay. Why are you not complaining? So Spike just likes to be abused. He's like, oh, abuse me harder, Twilight. Good God. Why did I say that? He was worried he had never seen Twilight like this before. He started to speak. Twilight, are you alright? What happened? Why did you scream? Are you hurt? Not a single question mark in that entire load of things, he asked in a worried voice. I'm fine, Spike. That's not her voice. I'm fine, Spike, she said. Then she got out of bed and walked into the bathroom. Spike only watched as Twilight left her room. He knows Twilight had nightmares before, but not this bad. Around the same time in Blaze's house, Blaze went into the bathroom and splashed some water on his face because he felt hot. Then he grabbed a towel and wiped the water off his face. He was looking it in the mirror. When he was wiping with the towel, pulled the towel from his face. His reflection in the mirror did a creepy grin, and Blaze... I thought it was going to be interesting. I thought he was going to, wipe half the flesh off his face. I wanted to see that happen. Why would you ruin this for me, Starman? I wanted to see, just wipes his face and his just, jaw falls off and he's like, holy shit. That would be the best thing. If it's so if all it does is make you grin creepily in the mirror, that's a shit chemical. I'm sorry. That's not even, mildly terrifying. God damn it. Whatever Blaze did, his reflection did the same thing. He was seeing things. Jeez, Blaze, you need to stop watching horror films before you go to bed, he said to himself. Then he went into his bedroom. No, Starman is the one here who's watched too many horror films. Anime ones, probably, too. The next day, Blaze was walking down the street. Then he looked to his right to see a big building. Looks like their Grand Theatre called the Canterlot Grand Theatre. There was also a sign what it said the Great Maxo at the Canterlot Grand Theatre today. Looks like this is the place where Blaze and the girls are after school. Then Blaze walked off to school. By the way, is this a high school? Because if this was a high school and it was one guy in a group of girls... No. He's probably a horny motherfucker. Let's just get it straight. He's probably horny as fuck. And he's like, oh, Jesus. I'm only hanging out with a group of 6 girls. Good God. Sorry. This is just... Okay, that's every, friggin' high school guy would do that. I'm assuming it's high school. I think it is. I'm not assuming it's saying that every high school guy is a fucking... But you know. At least people comment on that shit sometimes. Oh, well. Perhaps you could say the same thing about me, to be honest. At the backstage of the theatre, the Great Maxo was in his dress room getting ready for the show. This isn't the Great Maxo. I'm calling this right now. Something's going to happen in this theatre. This is not the Great Maxo. This isn't the Great Maxo. Or something's going to happen. And I just read ahead and I realised, yeah, this is totally going to happen. When he heard When he heard a knock on the door, he opened the door and saw 2 men wearing black. Of course they're wearing black. Yes, can I help you? He said. Why, yes, the Great Maxo. One man wearing black said. Yes, why? Maxo said. Then the other man said, because we're taking over your show, mate. What? Before he could finish, a fist went into Maxo's face. Didn't go into his face. I'm pretty sure it didn't go into his face. And everything went black. Then they took all of the magician clothes and put them in a closet. Dear God. Then Mr. Cross walked it. "Here you are, sir," said one of the men. Neither of them had a voice like that. "And give Maxo's magician clothes to Mr. Cross." "Good," he said, and he put the clothes on and said to himself, "Good thing I was a magician back in my young days. How fucking convenient. Now, let the show begin." Blaze was still walking to school when his foot hit something. He looked down and saw what looks like a dagger. It was a dagger with a golden dragon handle and a blade as long as a kitchen knife. Did somebody drop it? That's not what I'd be thinking if I saw a dragon-shaped knife on the floor, Blaze. If I saw that on the floor, I would go to the nearest police station and be like, "There is a fucking murderer on the loose. Do something about this." Suddenly the school bell went off. Blaze put the dagger in. You don't take a dagger and put it in your bag. Somebody at our school got fucking expelled for having vodka in it. If you found a fucking dagger like that in their bag, they would expel you immediately. Do you even school? Blaze put the dagger in his bag and ran down the street like a fucking idiot. He not going to be late for school again. Was he even late in the first place? It was the end of school. That was rapid. And Blaze and the girls were walking to the Canterlot Grand Theatre where the magic show is going to be. As everyone walking down to the theatre, Blaze saw Twilight with a worried face. So Blaze went up to her and asked if she was okay. "Twilight, are you okay?" Blaze asked. Then Twilight looked at him and said, "I got a burp. I can't get that out of my throat. It's stuck." "Yes, I'm fine. Everything is fine," she said in a worried voice, then put on a smile. I thought she said put on a smoke then. Just starts smoking, starts vaping. This is probably what most high schoolers do. But Blaze could tell the smile was a fake. I wanted to make a joke there. Is there any jokes I can make about things being fake? I don't know. I could make a joke. It's as fake as what's her face's arse. I don't know. He does not Twilight that well. Oh, he doesn't Twilight that well at all, does he? He could tell in the sound of her voice that something was wrong. But he was not going to stick his nose in Twilight's business. Ah, no. It's not her business you're sticking your nose into. "Okay," he repeated, not saying anymore. What is with me today and all the sexual jokes about Blaze? Literally, actually, that's a very good point. I could make these jokes because it's Twilight XOC shipping and we all know how this is going to go. Finally, Blaze and the girls arrived at the theatre and there was a big crowd of people, about over 1,000, were lining up to watch Maxo Magic Show. About 10 to 15 minutes, Blaze and the girls were in their seats. They were sitting at the front. Of course they're sitting at the front. Of course they are. Then the light went out and the stage light appeared on the stage. Nah. Just nah. Sorry, I keep watching because till my mum's come in and find me reading very crappy fan fiction. Then, Then smoke appeared and there was a man in his 20s wearing... By the way, does this person have to specify all of the names? Or all of the ages, sorry, of everybody? That's not important. It's not important. Wearing a suit, a top hat, and a cloak, all the same colour, black. It was the great Maxo! Aww. He sounds like Waluigi. Pinkie Pie was screaming like a fangirl. She'd seen Maxo magic shows on the TV, and she had ever missed a show. But this was the first... Is Maxo a real person? A real person from the show? I have to know this. He's not, is he? No, he's not. I don't know who this is. I know nothing about this character, and it's not helping. Even though it isn't Maxo. But shouldn't it be kind of obvious? Because I didn't imagine them looking... Do they look that similar that somebody could get away with that? Wait, if Pinkie Pie is such a fangirl, wouldn't she notice a difference? Oh well. But this is the first time he'd seen in real life. For her, it's her best day ever. Then he started to speak. "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the greatest magic show on earth. I hope you enjoy the show," he spoke. Then the show started. When they had different voices, even if they did look the same though. Oh well. He started off the Indian rope trick. Oh, kinky. Then a stand jacket escape and more. Each magic trick he finished that... I should have made a joke about the Indian rope chick and said it's spicy. God damn it. Each magic trick he finished, the crowd was cheering and clapping. Twilight and Applejack were enjoying the show, but not as much as Pinky. She was loving every minute of it. Rainbow Dash was hoping the show was 20% cooler. Good joke there. 10 out of 10. Rarity was too busy looking at Maxo's suit as she hoped to design a suit like that. Fluttershy were more worried about the animals in the show. Blaze was loving the show, but not as Pinky's levels. You being a great crowd of people in here is one last trick before I go. Can I have 6 young ladies on the crowd, please? As soon as he said that, Pinky's arm was the first up. Maxo, pick me and my friends! Pinky shouted, waving her arm to the side to side. Maxo looked at Pinky and started to put on a weird smile. The girls did not see it because they were too busy trying to stop Pinky. They did not want to go on stage. But Blaze saw Maxo's weird smile and he did not like it. All right, you and your friends, come on up, Maxo said. Then Pinkie Pie was on stage in a blind of an eye. No, it's a blink of an eye, you moron. And the friends was too. Because when they was trying to stop Pinkie and Maxo said she could come up and run on stage, her friends did not have the time to let out of her and they were on stage as well. None of that paragraph made any sense. All right, girls, please just stand in a line here, Maxo said and pointed for the girls to stand in the middle of the stage. Then 2 men came on stage carrying a big blanket about as big as the stage. I know where this is going. This is the worst fucking magic trick I've ever seen, you moron! They put the blanket on the floor in front of the girls, then the 2 men went to each end of the blanket and grabbed the ends of it. Then Maxo spoke again. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, he said, counted down. Then the men upped the blanket, blocking the girls' view. Suddenly a big bang sound went off, and smoke appeared behind them. Then the men let go of the blanket, and it dropped to the floor, and the girls were gone. The crowd loved it. They got off their chairs and started clapping and cheering, but Blaze was more shocked than cheering. What the? What was all he could say. Thank you. You be a wonderful crowd, and good night, said Maxo. Then smoke appeared, then he was gone. Wait, so they're not going to, show them being brought back? Is nobody in the crowd giving a shit that these people have just disappeared and they're not bringing them back? Dear God. Soon the crowd was gone. Blaze was the only person in the theatre. He got up on the stage and had this weird feeling that the girls are in trouble and he got to find them. My spidey sense is tingling. It's not his spidey sense. He started to look behind the stage. He looked in the boxes, behind boxes, etc. Then his hand touched a button on the wall. Then a trapdoor opened on the stage floor in the same place where the girls were. Convenient. Blaze walked up to the open trapdoor and bent down to get a look, but he bent down too far and went head first down the hole. You fucking moron. Then Blaze went face first into the hard stone floor. Your face is permanently broken now. No, your head is split open on that concrete. You're dead. How do you feel about your accomplishments in life, Blaze, whatever the fuck your last name was? Then Blaze went face first into the hard stone floor. You could hear the cracking sound as he hit the skull. Crack! That's his skull gone. His skull is gone. He is dead. He has no nose. It's dissolved into the floor. Blaze got up on the floor, hiding his pain. You've got to hide more than just your fucking pain if you land face first onto a fucking concrete floor. Lucky he did not break his nose. You would have broken your nose if you'd done that. Any human being, anything will break their nose if they fell onto a stone floor. It's science! But his pain in his face can wait. He could hear voices come his way, so he hid behind 2 metal boxes. 2 men wearing a black suit came in. Wait, so if it's dark, Twilight couldn't find that dark bucket in the dark, but you can see 2 men. This guy's just a Gary Sue. Come on, we better get the last girls into the van outside, said one of the men, then started to walk down a hallway. Blaze heard what the man say. Van? Last girl? If he's talking about the girls, I better start following them. Follow them, he said. Then Blaze started to run down the hallway while the 2 men went down. I hope you like it. The next chapter is called T-Rex Secret Sex Dungeon.